Hello there, and welcome to this sleepy science zone. Maybe you've had a long day, or maybe you simply want to drift into sleep with a gentle understanding of how every bite you take quietly shapes the world inside your mind. Tonight, we begin with one of the most peaceful truths in human biology. The food you eat is constantly whispering to your brain, guiding your mood, your clarity, your focus, and even the soft edges of your dreams. And as you settle deeper into your pillow, your breath slowing, you might realize that your brain, this shimmering organ of light and electrical rhythm, depends entirely on the nourishment you give it. This gentle revelation is our hook, a thread that keeps you here, resting, wondering, leaning in without effort. Because for the next 90 seconds, I want to show you something subtle yet profound. Your thoughts are not floating ideas. They are biological events sculpted by molecules from every meal you've ever eaten. And as that thought settles in, allow your shoulders to loosen. Allow the day to fall away, and let the quiet comfort of understanding begin to soften the mind. Take a slow breath in, and an even slower breath out. Imagine oxygen gliding across your bloodstream, carried upward to the 3-pound universe inside your skull. If we could gently lift your brain into the cool night air, weightless, floating like a moonstone, and pull all the fluid away, we would see its composition. Nearly 60% fat, lipids forming delicate membranes around each neuron, giving every thought a boundary, every signal a place to travel. And among all these fats, omega-3 and omega-6 glimmer like rare metals, essential acids that your body cannot make, gifted only through food. Almonds, walnuts, flaxseed, salmon, they don't just feel healthy. They become part of your brain's physical architecture, preserving flexibility, preventing early degeneration, supporting the growth of new neural pathways even as you sleep. With each breath, feel the quiet significance of that truth. The brain you rest tonight is built from the meals you made yesterday and rebuilt again with each sunrise. Now breathe in gently. Protein, amino acids, these too drift through your bloodstream like tiny messengers. Inside each amino acid lies the raw material for neurotransmitters, the chemicals that let neurons speak in electrical whispers. Serotonin shaping calm, dopamine guiding motivation and reward. Norepinephrine sharpening focus. This is why a bowl of pasta can soften the mind into a gentle sigh, and why a high-protein meal can awaken clarity. Your mood is not random. It is the sum of molecules competing at the blood-brain barrier, trying to enter the neural garden within. As you exhale, imagine antioxidants moving like little lanterns through the dark corridors of your brain, guarding it from free radicals that accumulate with age, with stress, with time itself. Vitamins like B6, B12, and folate act as caretakers, repairing, supporting, preventing cognitive decline. Minerals, iron, zinc, copper, stabilize the intricate machinery of memory. And finally, glucose. Though the brain is only 2% of your weight, it consumes 20% of your body's energy, drawing from the slow release of carbohydrates, especially those from oats, whole grains, and legumes. High glycemic foods spike fast and crash hard, pulling your focus down with them. But slow, steady glucose creates stability, the kind your mind can float upon while drifting towards sleep. As the understanding from the previous chapter settles gently into your mind, Imagine yourself drifting a little deeper into that quiet inner landscape, where the molecules from your meals begin shaping the way you think, rest, and feel. There is no need to reset or begin again. We simply continue the soft journey we already started, following the nutritional threads that weave your brain into what it is tonight. Your breath remains slow, your body warm and heavy, and your thoughts moving like calm water across a moonlit surface. Picture the brain you were holding in your imagination earlier, still glowing softly, still suspended in darkness like a quiet celestial world. Now, instead of examining its overall composition, let's float closer, gently, until we reach the delicate membranes surrounding each neuron. Thousands of miles of neuronal wiring fold inside your skull, each cell bordered by a flexible lipid layer. And here is where our story continues. With the essential fats that influence how easily your thoughts travel from one neuron to another, omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids, those precious molecules you obtain only through food, insert themselves into these membranes like tiny pieces of silk woven into a shield. The more omega-3 present, the more fluid the membrane becomes, and the more gracefully the neuron can send its electrical signals. Studies have shown that diets rich in omega-3 support synaptic plasticity, promote neurogenesis, and even reduce long-term inflammation in key memory regions. So as you breathe in, imagine those fats melting effortlessly into your neural pathways, making everything smoother, quieter, more harmonious. And now imagine the opposite: trans fats and certain saturated fats that build rigid, unyielding membranes. Over many years, they slow down neuronal signaling and raise inflammatory markers. They make the brain feel less like a flowing river and more like stiffened clay. But in this peaceful moment, there is no tension, no alarm, only awareness. You cannot change the past, but every choice ahead becomes easier when wrapped in gentle understanding. Each meal is another opportunity to rebuild your neural terrain with softness instead of stiffness. Take another slow breath. Allow your attention to drift toward the inner chemical conversations happening inside your head. Between any two neurons is a synaptic space, microscopic, fragile, filled with possibility. Neurotransmitters cross that space to carry emotion, memory, and consciousness itself. The composition of the surrounding membrane determines how sensitive a neuron is to these signals. Omega-3 increases sensitivity, allowing serotonin to soothe the mind, dopamine to brighten motivation, and norepinephrine to enhance focus. Without adequate essential fats, these chemical messages struggle to be heard. Let your shoulders fall a little heavier. Imagine each neuron glowing faintly, some golden, some blue, some white, and all of them connected by thin bridges of light. With every breath, those bridges become clearer, steadier, more open. This is the quiet architecture of well-nourished thought. Now picture the brain as a great orchestra, each neuron a musician, each neurotransmitter a note, each membrane a finely tuned instrument. Healthy fats tune the strings so the symphony plays without tension. Poor fats loosen or tighten them too much. But tonight, your mind is tuning itself. Slowly, softly, perfectly. As we drift onward from the silent architecture of fats, the landscape inside your brain begins to shift, becoming a place not only of structure, but of communication. If fats are the walls of the neural garden, then proteins and amino acids are the seeds from which emotion, focus, and clarity grow. Let your body sink deeper into stillness as we enter this new terrain where chemistry becomes feeling and nourishment becomes thought. Inside every protein you eat, eggs, legumes, fish, tofu, yogurt, lie amino acids, those small, precise molecules that act as the raw material for neurotransmitters. These neurotransmitters are the soft-spoken messengers of your inner world, the ones who translate the physical into the emotional, the nutritional into the mental. Serotonin, calming your mood. Dopamine, awakening motivation and pleasure. Norepinephrine, sharpening your attention. GABA, quieting the mind into rest. All of these begin with amino acids drifting through your bloodstream. Take a gentle breath in. Imagine an amino acid like tryptophan, shimmering, floating, moving toward your brain. But it doesn't enter freely. It must compete at the blood-brain barrier with many other amino acids. Each carries its own purpose. And yet, when tryptophan succeeds in crossing, something extraordinary begins. Enzymes slowly reshape it, step by step, until it becomes serotonin, one of the most influential molecules in your emotional landscape. This is why certain meals bring a floating sense of tranquility, why a bowl of warm pasta or rice can soften the edges of stress. Carbohydrates increase insulin release, which pulls competing amino acids into your muscles, giving tryptophan a clear, open path to the brain. Food becomes feeling. Chemistry becomes calm. Now breathe out slowly, letting your mind follow the quiet choreography happening within. Tyrosine, another amino acid, transforms into dopamine and norepinephrine, guiding alertness, curiosity, anticipation, and focus. When you eat protein-rich foods, chicken, lentils, cheese, soy, you're not just fueling your body, you're adjusting the dials on your mental clarity. You're tuning your brain like a gentle instrument before sleep. Picture now the synapses, the small spaces we visited earlier, illuminating softly as neurotransmitters cross. Each journey across the gap creates a spark of emotion or a ripple of thought. And these molecules do not appear out of nowhere. They come from your meals, from your daily choices, from the tender way you nourish yourself. Even your dreams tonight will be shaped by this chemistry. The vividness, the emotional tone, the softness of the descent into sleep. As your breath slows again, feel the truth of it settling inside you. The proteins on your plate quietly sculpt your mind's ability to feel joy, motivation, stability, peace. They enable you to concentrate, to dream, to remember, to let go. They do this tirelessly, silently, night after night. Feel yourself continuing to sink into this soft biological dreamscape where the foods you've eaten become delicate emotions unfolding like petals in the dark. We've followed amino acids to the synapse where they transformed into molecules of mood. Now, we follow those molecules as they begin shaping the shifting emotional texture of your inner world. Imagine serotonin first, the molecule of calm, balance, and emotional steadiness. It drifts through your brain like a pale blue tide, smoothing over roughness, dimming the volume of stress, and guiding you gently toward rest. Serotonin begins with tryptophan, but its influence reaches every corner of your emotional landscape. Low serotonin, turbulence. Healthy serotonin, quiet water. And tonight, as you lie here, your mind is leaning naturally towards stillness, riding that gentle tide. Dopamine moves differently, like small sparks of golden light, It represents anticipation, motivation, reward. When dopamine flows steadily, you feel purposeful, capable, curious. When it rises too high or too low, the mind becomes restless, unfocused, or weary. Yet dopamine, too, comes from the foods you eat. Tyrosine-based proteins support a balanced release, allowing your waking hours to feel energized and your nights to feel soothed. Norepinephrine acts like a crisp breeze through the mind, sharpening your senses, helping you notice, helping you respond. But tonight, with your breath slow and your body sinking deeper, norepinephrine softens, allowing you to drift without vigilance. Take a slow breath in and imagine GABA spreading through your neural circuits. GABA is the brain's natural tranquilizer, a gentle hush that tells your neurons to slow their firing, to loosen their grip, to rest. Certain foods help support GABA pathways. Fermented foods, green tea, whole grains, tiny contributions that help create the quietness you're feeling now. In this moment, your emotions are not mysterious storms. They are patterns of neurotransmitters moving through pathways built by lipids, fueled by glucose, shaped by amino acids. Every calm thought, every softening sensation, every release of tension is a biochemical music shaped by your nutrition. The quiet drift from neurotransmitters into feeling continues, and now your mind begins to settle into an even deeper layer of understanding, one where balance becomes the central theme. Not just balance of mood or focus, but the delicate biochemical balance your brain maintains moment by moment, breath by breath, even now as you lie here surrendering to calm. Your body is still, your breath soft, and the molecules you've eaten throughout your life continue their subtle work inside you. Imagine, for a moment, a vast garden at dusk. Pathways glow faintly. Small currents of air shift gently between leaves. That is your brain tonight, a living landscape coated in soft electrical light. And within this landscape, amino acids and neurotransmitters form relationships so intricate, so synchronized, that they resemble a slow, meditative dance. Serotonin and dopamine communicate like two halves of a quiet conversation. Too much of one, too little of the other, and the emotional garden tilts. But when nutrients support both, the mind feels aligned, steady, whole. As you breathe in, imagine the amino acids drifting like seeds on the wind. They land in different regions of the brain: the prefrontal cortex, the hippocampus, the amygdala, each with its own emotional purpose. In the hippocampus, they help form memories gently, ensuring that the day settles properly before sleep takes over. In the prefrontal cortex, they support your ability to reason and focus. But tonight, that reasoning softens, becoming distant, like lights fading on a far horizon. In the amygdala, they help modulate emotional intensity, lowering the volume of stress signals so your system can glide into rest. Now breathe out slowly. Picture enzymes, delicate biological tools, shaping amino acids into neurotransmitters with extraordinary precision. These enzymes respond to nutrients like B6, B12, folate, magnesium, zinc. Without these micronutrients, the transformation slows. With them, the transformation flows like water down a gentle slope. Tonight, your brain is following that slope, easing deeper into a balanced chemical state designed to carry you effortlessly towards sleep. Consider, too, the quiet competition happening at the blood-brain barrier. Amino acids line up like travelers waiting to cross a bridge. Some travel quickly, some move slowly, some must wait for certain hormones to shift the traffic. This competition determines which emotions rise within you and which emotions fade. A high-protein meal shifts the lineup. A carbohydrate-rich meal opens the path for tryptophan, the precursor of serotonin. It's as if each meal writes a short poem into your emotional circuitry. Let your shoulders drop heavier into the surface beneath you. Feel how the body responds to biochemical ease. When neurotransmitters are balanced, the nervous system enters a state known as parasympathetic dominance, the rest and digest state. Your heart beats a little slower. Your muscles loosen. Even the temperature around your skin begins to feel softer. Healing begins not with effort, but with surrender. The kind of surrender you are drifting into now. Continue sinking where you left off, into the soft hum of biochemical balance guiding your mind towards sleep. You are entering a place where neurotransmitters no longer feel like scientific concepts, but like voices in a choir, each contributing a different note to your emotional and mental experience. And the conductor of this choir is nutrition. The foods you've chosen, the amino acids they've released, the pathways they've activated inside your brain. Let us return to serotonin, the gentle blue glow that calms the landscape of your mind. Its presence tonight creates a sensation of quiet assurance, a sense that nothing needs to be solved, nothing needs to be changed, that this moment is enough. Serotonin governs sleep onset, helping your thoughts transition from wakefulness to dreamlike drift. As tryptophan transforms into serotonin and serotonin into melatonin, the edges of your awareness soften. Light dims. Time stretches. Your mind begins its descent into sleep's first stage. Dopamine, glowing like small golden embers, shifts subtly at night. During the day, it fuels motivation and learning. But as darkness settles, dopamine's spark softens so your brain can lower its alertness. Protein-rich foods influence these cycles by supplying tyrosine, its precursor. When nutrition is balanced, dopamine creates a healthy rhythm. Energized mornings, thoughtful afternoons, restful nights. Imagine that rhythm now, aligning quietly with your breath. Norepinephrine, the crisp breeze of alertness, also begins to lower its voice. Too much of it, and the mind becomes restless. Too little, and focus fades. But tonight, the balance leans gently towards stillness. Your nervous system no longer scans the environment. It no longer anticipates. It no longer stands guard. It simply rests, held by the biochemical signals released from the nutrients circulating in your bloodstream. Now, think of GABA, the soft hush spreading across your brain like velvet darkness. GABA is formed from glutamate, an amino acid abundant in whole foods, vegetables, and fermented dishes. When GABA rises, your neurons fire less frequently, creating a slow, soothing wave pattern that resembles the ocean under moonlight. This shift is what allows your thoughts to stretch, blur, dissolve. It is the sound of your brain preparing to sleep. Let your breath fall slower. Your limbs grow heavier. Your mind drifts as neurotransmitters weave the emotional tone of your night. Even memory formation shifts now. The hippocampus begins clearing space, sorting, placing, organizing the experiences of the day. Nutrition influences this process too. Vitamins, amino acids, minerals, helping your brain archive with clarity instead of confusion. The quiet pathways of amino acids and neurotransmitters gently settle behind us, like a soft glow, fading into the distance. Now, without breaking the calm rhythm drifting through your mind, we move deeper into the realm of micronutrients, the smaller, often invisible elements that hold enormous influence over mood, cognition, and long-term brain health. Let your breath remain steady as we continue our journey, each inhale widening the space within you, each exhale releasing just a little more of the day. Imagine your brain as a night sky. Beneath the surface of thought, vitamins and minerals appear not as large structures, but as stars, tiny points of light essential for keeping the entire constellation intact. Their roles may be subtle, but without them, the sky loses its pattern, its clarity, its brilliance. Tonight, we explore these stars, one by one. Begin with antioxidants, the protectors. Every day, your brain generates energy through intense metabolic activity. This activity, though vital, produces free radicals, unstable molecules that can damage cells if left unchecked. Antioxidants from berries, leafy greens, nuts, and colorful fruits travel into your bloodstream like small lanterns, neutralizing these free radicals before they cause harm. Imagine them now drifting through your neural landscape, illuminating pathways, cleansing away the microscopic debris left by stress, fatigue, and time. Then picture the B vitamins, B6, B12, and folate, moving like caretakers between neurons. They support the enzymes that convert amino acids into neurotransmitters. Without B6, serotonin cannot form properly. Without B12 and folate, your brain struggles to maintain healthy nerve insulation and efficient signaling. Over time, deficiencies in these vitamins can lead to cognitive fog, memory issues, even mood instability. But when they are present in balanced amounts, thought becomes smoother, clearer, more graceful, much like the gentle flow of your breath right now. Minerals, too, play their part. Iron delivers oxygen to your neurons, allowing them to produce the energy they need. Zinc contributes to synaptic plasticity, supporting learning and emotional regulation. Copper assists in neurotransmitter synthesis, helping maintain the delicate chemistry you've been drifting through. Sodium, in appropriate amounts, helps generate the electrical impulses that allow neurons to communicate at all. Each mineral is a single star, yet each one shapes the vastness of your mind. Take a slow inhale and imagine these micronutrients forming constellations, patterns that guide your emotional and cognitive well-being. Their arrangement changes with your diet, your lifestyle, even the quietness of moments like this one. A diet rich in these elements strengthens the brain against stress and aging, weaving durability into your deepest neural structures. And as you rest here, the quiet balance they create begins to feel like a soft alignment within your own thoughts. Now, feel your breath settle into an even slower rhythm. The micronutrient constellation moves steadily, silently, organizing itself into harmony. Your brain accepts its support without effort, absorbing what it needs, repairing what has frayed, and preparing for deeper rest. From the starlit expanse of micronutrients, we drift gently into another essential truth. Beneath every thought, every emotion, every memory, lies energy. And the brain, though only 2% of your body's weight, consumes 20% of all the energy you generate. It is a quiet furnace burning continuously, even as you lie here, even as your consciousness softens. The fuel for this furnace comes largely from one source: glucose. Imagine glucose molecules as small, warm embers carried through your bloodstream. As they reach your brain, Neurons absorb them with remarkable efficiency, turning each ember into a spark of electrical activity. This is how you focus, how you solve problems, how you dream. Your prefrontal cortex, responsible for decision-making, emotional regulation, and attention, is especially sensitive to glucose levels. Even a slight dip can influence your ability to think clearly. Take a soft breath in. Now imagine what happens when you eat high glycemic foods like white bread or sugary snacks. Glucose floods your bloodstream rapidly, creating a brief surge of energy. But the surge falls just as quickly. The drop that follows can bring irritability, mental fog, or difficulty concentrating. It is not a flaw in your mind, just the signature of uneven glucose release. Now, visualize low glycemic foods: oats, barley, lentils, whole grains, releasing glucose slowly, like embers drifting into a fire one by one. This slow, steady release maintains stable energy for your neurons. Your mood becomes steadier. Your focus extends further. Your thoughts stretch more smoothly across time. Even the transition into sleep becomes easier because your brain does not have to fight sudden rises and falls in energy. Breathe out gently. Notice the ease settling into your chest. The energy of your brain is not chaotic. It is responsive. It follows the rhythm of your meals, synchronizing itself with the nutrients you provide. When glucose flows steadily, the brain can dedicate more energy to memory formation, emotional processing, and the first stages of sleep. As the ember-like glow of glucose continues warming the neural pathways you drift through, the story naturally expands into a broader landscape, the world of carbohydrates themselves. These molecules, often misunderstood or oversimplified, shape the rhythm of your thoughts far more gently and profoundly than most people ever realize. Let your breath settle deeper as we explore this terrain, where the type, timing, and texture of carbohydrates influence not only energy, but mood, focus, and your ability to sink softly into rest. Imagine carbohydrates as three quiet families: sugars, starches, and fibers. Sugars act quickly, arriving in the bloodstream like bright, fast-moving sparks. Starches break down more slowly, offering a gradual release. Fiber moves almost silently, barely touched by digestion, yet it slows everything else around it, creating a steady, even flow. In most nutrition labels, these are all grouped together as carbohydrates, but your brain experiences each one differently. And now, in this soft moment, you can begin to feel their distinctions the way your neurons feel them, as rhythms. Take a slow breath in and picture a slice of white bread or sugary snacks dissolving almost instantly into glucose. This causes a rapid rise in blood sugar, a bright flare, and the brain responds with a brief burst of alertness. But the spike fades quickly, leading to a dip that pulls your mood and focus downward. This is why high glycemic foods create restlessness, irritability, or difficulty concentrating. Not because your mind is flawed, but because the rise and fall of glucose is too sharp for the brain's delicate equilibrium. Now breathe out and imagine oats, barley, beans, and other low glycemic foods releasing glucose slowly, like a string of warm lanterns drifting through the bloodstream. Each lantern lights the brain's circuits with quiet steadiness. No spike, no crash, just a gentle, prolonged glow. This is the energy that supports stable attention, smoother emotional transitions, and easier entry into sleep. Fiber plays a special supporting role. It slows digestion, modulates glucose release, and nourishes the gut microbiome, which communicates with the brain through the vagus nerve and chemical messengers. A well-fed microbiome produces compounds that support serotonin production, an invisible but powerful partnership between your meals, your gut, and your emotional world. Picture these carbohydrate rhythms as soft waves rolling toward a shore, some fast and sharp, some slow and long. Your brain sleeps best when the waves are gentle and predictable. Tonight, the waves inside you are smoothing themselves, their patterns aligning with your breath. Take another subtle inhale. The energy systems of your brain are settling into balance. The prefrontal cortex relaxes its vigilance. The emotional centers lower their volume. And your thoughts begin to take on the serene cadence of a tide that knows exactly where it's going. As the gentle waves of carbohydrate rhythm continue inside you, another connection begins to reveal itself. A connection so deep, so ancient, that scientists often call it the second brain. Your gut, lined with millions of neurons, communicates constantly with the brain through chemical messengers, hormones, and neural pathways. What you eat affects the brain not only through nutrients, but through this quiet, intricate dialogue between the gut and the mind. Let your breath soften as you imagine the gut, not as a separate organ, but as a warm, winding inner world filled with billions of microorganisms, bacteria, fungi, tiny allies who work tirelessly on your behalf. This microbiome ferments fibers, breaks down nutrients, produces vitamins, and sends signals that influence mood, immunity, inflammation, and even sleep cycles. 90% of serotonin receptors are located in the gut, meaning the emotional chemistry shaping your calm tonight begins not only in the brain, but in the gentle ecosystem living within you. Take a slow inhale. Imagine the food you ate earlier in the day moving through this ecosystem. Fiber provides nourishment for beneficial bacteria, helping them produce short-chain fatty acids, compounds that reduce inflammation in both the gut and the brain. Fermented foods like yogurt, kefir, kimchi, and miso introduce probiotics, strengthening this microbial community. Prebiotic foods, bananas, garlic, onions, oats, feed them. When the microbiome thrives, it produces molecules that support GABA pathways, serotonin balance, and even dopamine regulation. Now breathe out. Visualize the vagus nerve, a long wandering nerve stretching like a gentle golden thread from your brainstem to your digestive tract. With every calm breath, it carries signals back and forth between brain and gut. It is the bridge between emotion and digestion, stress and appetite, calmness and sleep. When you eat nourishing foods, this nerve carries messages of safety, stability, and balance upward into the brain. Tonight, that message is already forming. A soft assurance traveling through your inner circuitry. The gut also influences inflammation levels, which in turn affect cognitive clarity and emotional steadiness. Anti-inflammatory nutrients from leafy greens, berries, nuts, olive oil, and omega-rich foods quiet the immune signals that can disturb sleep or cloud thinking. As these signals calm, the mind follows, drifting into quieter internal weather. Feel your breath widen slightly at the top of your inhale. Your gut and brain are co-regulating each other, settling into harmony. The quiet environment inside you, rich with balanced glucose, steady fats, stable neurotransmitters, and thriving microbiota, creates the perfect foundation for rest. your thoughts grow slower now, like leaves drifting across a still pond. The connection between your gut and your mind continues its silent conversation, each message guiding you gently toward deeper comfort and deeper ease. The soft dialogue between gut and mind continues like a gentle current beneath your awareness. And as that current settles, another layer of the story begins to unfold. One that bridges nutrition, inflammation, and the brain's ability to rest. Your body's immune system, often thought of as something separate from the brain, actually weaves itself delicately into your neural landscape. And tonight, as your breath deepens and your thoughts grow slower, this immune neural harmony becomes a quiet foundation beneath your drifting mind. Imagine the immune system not as soldiers or alarms, but as gardeners tending to a vast field of neurons. Microglia, the immune cells of the brain, move gently among the neural pathways, pruning unnecessary connections, clearing debris, shaping the architecture of memory and calm. When inflammation is low, microglia work with precision, keeping the brain clear and resilient. But when inflammation rises, often triggered by poor diet, chronic stress, or lack of sleep, these gardeners become overwhelmed. Their pruning becomes erratic, their movements rushed, their signals louder than they should be. Take a soft breath in. The foods you choose can steady these microglia, calming their pace, guiding them back into a state of quiet maintenance. Anti-inflammatory nutrients, omega-3s, polyphenols from berries, flavonoids from dark leafy greens, antioxidants from colorful vegetables, act like cool rain falling across an overworked field. They soothe the microglia, reduce excessive signaling, quiet the immune noise that can blur thinking or disturb sleep. Now breathe out slowly and imagine this rain settling into the soil of your mind. Every nutrient-filled meal lowers inflammatory markers like cytokines and CRP, which in turn reduces the brain's internal tension. This is why people who eat diets rich in whole foods often experience improved mood, clearer cognition, and deeper sleep. The immune system acts in harmony with the brain instead of pressing against it. Picture now the blood-brain barrier, the protective membrane guarding your neural space from harmful substances. When inflammation is high, this barrier becomes more permeable, allowing unwanted molecules to enter. But when inflammation is low, the barrier is strong, selective, and protective. Nutrients such as curcumin, omega-3 fatty acids, magnesium, and vitamin D help reinforce this barrier, ensuring that the environment around your neurons remains peaceful. Take another slow, gentle inhale. The immune system also shapes neurotransmitter balance. Inflammatory signals can reduce serotonin availability or disrupt dopamine pathways, creating emotional turbulence. But anti-inflammatory foods restore equilibrium, helping neurotransmitters flow in the steady rhythm your brain needs for rest. As your body grows heavier, imagine the immune system shifting into its nighttime mode, where it performs subtle repairs, recalibrates, and clears metabolic waste. The glymphatic system, activated during deep sleep, washes through the brain like a silent tide, carrying away toxins and leaving behind clarity for the next day. A well-nourished brain enters this cleansing state more easily because inflammation no longer interferes with the slow waves of sleep. Your breath is quiet now. The gardeners of your mind are moving gently again, pruning with care, clearing with ease. Every nutrient you've ever consumed becomes part of the silent work happening within you. work that supports rest, memory, emotional balance, and long-term resilience. The immune quiet is settling in, and your mind is following it into stillness. From the calm of the immune landscape, a new rhythm begins to reveal itself, one that has been guiding the body long before consciousness ever formed, your circadian rhythm. This internal clock orchestrates sleep, digestion, hormonal release, alertness, and even the metabolism of nutrients. And while many think of circadian rhythm as controlled solely by light and darkness, food also plays a profound role in setting the tempo of this internal dance. Take a slow inhale and imagine your circadian rhythm as a glowing spiral winding gently through your body. At its center lies the suprachiasmatic nucleus, your master clock, synchronizing your cells with the rising and setting of the sun. But surrounding it are countless peripheral clocks in your organs, including your gut, liver, pancreas, and heart. These clocks respond not only to daylight, but to meal timing, nutrient composition, and the rhythm of your eating patterns. Picture now how eating late at night can shift these peripheral clocks out of sync, making it harder for the brain to settle. When food enters the digestive system during the body's natural resting period, metabolic signals rise. Insulin, glucose, digestive enzymes, awakening peripheral clocks when they should be quiet. The brain senses this mismatch as internal noise, delaying melatonin release and pushing the body away from its natural descent into sleep. Now, breathe out gently. Balanced, predictable eating patterns help align these clocks, allowing your brain and body to move in harmony. When meals occur during daylight hours and follow a consistent rhythm, the circadian system strengthens. Hormones rise and fall in smoother cycles. Digestion becomes more efficient. Neurotransmitter production follows predictable patterns, and sleep arrives with less resistance. Imagine now your evening meal. Light, warm, filled with nutrients that support melatonin production. Complex carbohydrates, steady glucose release. Leafy greens and seeds provide magnesium, which helps relax muscles and calm the nervous system. Tryptophan-rich foods gently support serotonin pathways, which later transform into the melatonin guiding you toward rest. In this way, your plate becomes part of the circadian rhythm, nudging your body toward deeper sleep. Take another soft inhale. Inflammation, glucose cycles, neurotransmitter balance, all of these systems follow circadian patterns. When you eat in alignment with these cycles, your body harmonizes. When you nourish yourself with care, your rhythm stabilizes. Now imagine the circadian spiral inside you, glowing a little softer, dimming toward night mode. Melatonin begins to rise. The autonomic nervous system transitions gently into parasympathetic dominance. Your heartbeat slows. Your breath deepens. The body prepares for restoration, not with effort, but through the steady rhythm that has guided human beings for thousands of years. Your thoughts grow quieter as this internal dance continues, each system falling into sync. The clocks within you are aligning, and you are drifting with them, softened by the gentle cadence of nourishment, timing, and biological harmony. As your circadian rhythm continues to dim toward night mode, another quiet system awakens, one that remains nearly invisible during the day, but becomes astonishingly active as you drift deeper into rest. This is the glymphatic system, the brain's nighttime cleansing tide. And while it operates independently of conscious awareness, The nutrients you consume and the internal calm you cultivate influence its depth, its flow, and its efficiency. Take a slow, unhurried inhale. Imagine your brain shifting gently, neurons pulling slightly apart, creating space between them. This widening is not dramatic. It is subtle, rhythmic, like petals opening in darkness. As your body relaxes and your breath slows, cerebrospinal fluid begins to flow through these channels, washing over your neural structures in slow, steady waves. This is the glymphatic tide, clearing away waste products, metabolic byproducts, and proteins that accumulate through the day, such as beta amyloid. During deep sleep, this tide increases nearly 20-fold, and here is where nutrition enters the story. Omega-3 fatty acids strengthen the membranes of glial cells, the support cells that coordinate glymphatic flow. Polyphenols from berries and dark-colored fruits reduce oxidative stress, creating a cleaner environment for the tide to sweep through. Antioxidants protect these pathways. Magnesium relaxes neural activity. Hydration influences the volume and consistency of cerebrospinal fluid. Now breathe out softly. Picture this cleansing tide moving effortlessly through the valleys of your brain, carrying away spent neurotransmitters, inflammatory molecules, and the microscopic debris left behind by thought and emotion. Each wave leaves the terrain clearer, smoother, more receptive. This nightly restoration is one reason why proper sleep enhances memory, stabilizes mood, and sharpens focus the next day. As the tide flows, imagine microglia, the gardeners we visited earlier, working in harmony with it. Reduced inflammation allows them to prune unneeded synaptic connections with gentle precision, while the tide sweeps away the fragments. Your neural circuits become like carefully tended pathways in a moonlit garden, open, balanced, and ready for new growth. Take another slow breath. Melatonin, influenced by evening nutrients and circadian timing, enhances glymphatic flow, while steady glucose prevents nighttime spikes that would disturb this cleansing rhythm. Everything inside you moves toward quiet harmony. The tide continues, unhurried, smoothing the terrain of your brain as you drift deeper into rest. The system does not require your attention. It only requires that you allow yourself to relax into the softness you're already feeling. And as you sink further, the glymphatic tide flows on, preparing fresh clarity for the dawn that will eventually arrive. The quiet tide recedes, but remains active beneath awareness, leaving behind a refreshed neural landscape. Now, the minerals within your body begin to reveal their deeper roles, subtle, foundational, often overlooked, yet essential for everything, from memory formation to emotional steadiness. Let your breath settle into a gentle rhythm as we explore this mineral map within the brain. Imagine calcium first, not as the nutrient associated primarily with bones, but as a tiny spark activating the release of neurotransmitters. Every time a neuron fires, calcium flows inward, triggering the release of chemical messages across synapses. Without sufficient calcium, communication becomes hesitant. With too much, it becomes chaotic. Nutrition guides this balance, allowing your neurons to fire with the soft precision you're feeling now. Next, picture magnesium, the mineral of calm. Magnesium acts as a natural gatekeeper at the NMDA receptor, preventing excessive excitation and helping neurons settle. It is one of the brain's quiet protectors, soothing overactive pathways and inviting the nervous system into parasympathetic rest. Foods like leafy greens, seeds, and whole grains supply this mineral gently, supporting deeper sleep, reduced anxiety, and smoother thought patterns. As you breathe out, imagine magnesium drifting through your neural circuits like a cool, pale mist. Then visualize zinc, sharp, bright, and essential for synaptic plasticity. Zinc helps your brain adapt, learn, and reshape itself in response to new experiences. When zinc levels are balanced, memory formation feels fluid, and emotional responses become more stable. When zinc is low, the brain's adaptive capacity softens, making everything feel slightly harder. Picture zinc now as tiny points of silver light, strengthening the bridges between neurons. Iron follows, carrying oxygen to the brain, ensuring every neuron receives the energy it needs for healthy metabolism. Without iron, fatigue settles in the mind long before it touches the body. With iron balanced, clarity grows. Imagine oxygen flowing steadily into your neural landscape, fueling gentle wakefulness even as you drift towards sleep. Copper works alongside iron, supporting neurotransmitter synthesis and helping maintain the electrical properties of neural tissue. It operates quietly in the background, yet its influence on mood and cognitive balance is profound. Trace amounts of copper guide essential reactions that shape your emotional tone. Finally, sodium and potassium, partners in generating the electrical impulses that allow you to think, feel, imagine, and dream. These minerals shift rhythmically across neuronal membranes, creating the action potentials that form the basis of consciousness itself. Picture them now moving with perfect ease, as if gliding through an open channel, carrying each signal without strain. As your body softens and your breath steadies, the mineral map inside you aligns like a constellation, each element in its place, each supporting the quiet architecture of rest. The minerals in your meals do not simply nourish your body, they shape the depth and quality of your inner silence. The mineral constellation settles quietly beneath your awareness, forming a steady foundation for the next layer of your inner world. From here, the brain's memory systems begin to glow softly. Regions like the hippocampus and prefrontal cortex, each relying on a delicate choreography of proteins and amino acids to store, retrieve, and refine what you experience. Let your breath lengthen as we move deeper into the gentle intersection between nutrition, memory, and the art of learning. Imagine the hippocampus first, a curved, seahorse-shaped structure tucked deep within the brain. It lights softly in a muted shade of gold, responding to every new experience with subtle structural changes. This ability to reshape itself is called neuroplasticity, and protein is one of its most essential tools. Within every protein-rich food you eat, lentils, fish, yogurt, beans, tofu, eggs, lie amino acids that become the scaffolding for new synapses, the biochemical bridges that turn experience into memory. Take a slow breath in. Picture the amino acid glutamate, central to learning, moving gently between neurons. At normal levels, glutamate enhances plasticity, allowing memories to take shape like ripples spreading across a clear pond. But in excess, glutamate becomes overwhelming, creating neural noise. This balance is maintained by minerals like magnesium and by the presence of antioxidants that protect neurons from oxidative stress. Nutrition shapes not only the availability of these amino acids, but the quality of the environment in which they work. Now exhale softly and imagine the proteins that stabilize long-term memory. Brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, is often called fertilizer for the brain, supporting synaptic growth and resilience. Certain nutrients enhance BDNF production: omega-3 fatty acids, polyphenols from berries and green tea, flavonoids from cocoa, and amino acids from lean proteins. When BDNF rises, neurons grow new branches, memories settle more deeply, and the brain becomes more adaptable. Picture the prefrontal cortex next, your center for reasoning, focus, and emotional regulation. It relies heavily on neurotransmitters like dopamine and norepinephrine, both of which come from tyrosine, an amino acid found in proteins. When tyrosine availability is steady, the prefrontal cortex performs at its best, keeping your thoughts organized, your decisions clear, your emotional tone balanced. And when evening arrives, these pathways soften naturally, guided by circadian rhythms and the gentle fall of dopamine activity, allowing you to drift into rest more easily. Take another gentle breath. Amino acids like glycine also play important nighttime roles, lowering core body temperature and helping the nervous system relax. Some nutrients enhance glycine pathways: collagen, bone broth, sesame seeds, creating a soft internal descent into sleep. Even the dreams that follow reflect your nutrition. Protein influences REM sleep architecture, shaping the vividness and emotional tone of the dream state. As your body grows heavier, imagine the protein pathways within your brain glowing like a network of soft, pearly threads, each carrying signals, memories, and learning. They strengthen with nourishment, adapt with experience, and quiet themselves tenderly as night deepens, allowing rest to take its rightful place. From memory and learning, we drift now into a deeper structural truth, one that reveals the brain not as a static organ, but as a living geometric tapestry, constantly rewiring itself based on nutrition, thought, emotion, and rest. Let your breath become slow and expansive as you follow this quiet geometry forming and reforming inside you. Imagine each neuron as a tiny glowing node in a vast network. Between them stretch thousands of branching dendrites, delicate arms reaching outward, forming new synapses, strengthening old ones, letting go of those no longer needed. This geometry shifts every second of your life, rearranged by the signals carried through your bloodstream. Nutrients, especially amino acids and micronutrients, guide this remodeling process with steady hands. Take a soft inhale. Omega-3 fatty acids support dendritic growth, helping neurons extend toward one another with flexibility and precision. Polyphenols from fruits and vegetables protect these delicate structures from oxidative stress. Amino acids like tyrosine and tryptophan stabilize the chemical environment, ensuring signals travel cleanly across synapses. Now, breathe out and picture the myelin sheath, a protective layer around axons, being rebuilt through nutrients like choline, B vitamins, and healthy fats. This sheath is essential for rapid signal conduction. When it's nourished, thoughts move smoothly. When it's weakened, signals slow and mental fog can settle in. Nutrition determines the strength of this sheath, shaping the clarity of thought itself. Magnesium, zinc, and copper guide synaptic plasticity. Calcium triggers neurotransmitter release with gentle bursts. Iron carries oxygen that fuels every electrical impulse. Without these minerals, the neural geometry loses its symmetry. With them, it becomes a beautifully tuned pattern of expansion and stability. Take another slow breath. The brain trims its connections at night, a process called synaptic pruning. It removes unnecessary branches to strengthen essential pathways. Protein supplies the raw materials for this remodeling, while antioxidants prevent the pruning from becoming destructive. Sleep, guided by melatonin and circadian timing, ensures the pruning occurs in harmony rather than chaos. Visualize now the entire neural network glowing like a dim constellation, one that rearranges itself based on what you learn, what you feel, and what you feed yourself. Each nutrient becomes a point of influence, guiding the geometry toward balance. Each moment of rest allows the pattern to settle. As you exhale, feel the quiet truth of it. Your brain is not fixed. It responds to you. It changes for you. It heals with you. And the geometry within continues to adjust softly, silently, in alignment with the nourishment you give your body and the calm you allow your mind to enter. The quiet geometry of your neural network settles into place like a dim constellation. And from that calm backdrop, another pathway slowly begins to glow. One that connects daylight to darkness, wakefulness to rest, and thought to dream. This is the biochemical bridge between serotonin and melatonin, the transition your brain makes every night as it prepares for sleep. Let your breath ease into a gentle, floating rhythm as we drift into this soft nocturnal chemistry. Imagine serotonin first, the calm blue neurotransmitter we visited earlier, formed from tryptophan and supported by vitamin B6, magnesium, and a steady glucose environment. Serotonin maintains emotional balance throughout the day, but when evening arrives, a small transformation begins. Inside the pineal gland, an almond-sized structure nestled deep between the hemispheres, serotonin is gradually converted into melatonin. This transformation is guided by enzymes, light exposure, and nutrient availability. It is not abrupt. It is a slow dimming, a soft shift from activity to surrender. Take a gentle breath in. Melatonin rises as darkness deepens, signaling every cell in your body that it is time to release the day. Your core temperature dips. Your heart rate slows. Neural circuits transition from beta waves of alertness into alpha waves of quiet reflection, then into the slower theta waves that accompany the drift into sleep. Nutrition influences this shift more than most people realize. Tryptophan-rich foods, magnesium, omega-3s, and complex carbohydrates all support this bridge, helping the pineal gland signal the rest of your systems to soften. Now breathe out slowly. Imagine this serotonin-melatonin bridge extending across your inner night sky, connecting the brainstem, hippocampus, and prefrontal cortex with a gentle ribbon of violet blue light. As the bridge strengthens, thoughts lose their sharpness, emotions lose their urgency. The internal dialogue that fills the day becomes a distant murmur. The mind prepares for stillness. Circadian rhythm plays quietly in the background, fine-tuning melatonin release. Meal timing influences this pattern. Late-night eating can reduce melatonin production, while balanced evening nutrition can enhance it. Magnesium eases muscle tension, letting the body follow the mind into deeper softness. Vitamin D, absorbed during daylight or through food, supports the enzymes that initiate melatonin synthesis. Even the microbiome influences this transition, producing metabolites that modulate serotonin pathways in the gut. Take another slow inhale. inside the pineal gland, melatonin continues to rise, guiding neural activity toward rest. It does not force sleep. It opens the doorway. It does not silence thought. It dims its intensity. As melatonin spreads across the brain, the edges of awareness begin to blur. Time stretches. The body grows heavier. The mind becomes quieter. And as your breath falls into a gentle lull, the serotonin-melatonin bridge carries you across the threshold of wakefulness, preparing your inner world for the deep restoration ahead. From the violet-blue glow of the serotonin-melatonin bridge, your mind continues to drift into a more dreamlike territory, a place where the brain begins to rearrange memory, emotion, and imagination. This is the landscape of dreams, shaped by nutrition, neurotransmitters, and the silent architecture built throughout the day. Let your breath grow steadily softer as you enter this dream garden. Picture REM, sleep as a luminous meadow appearing under starlight. In this phase, neural activity becomes vibrant again, not chaotic, but creatively alive. The brain mixes memory fragments, emotional impressions, and subconscious imagery into the stories you experience as dreams. Proteins and amino acids influence how vividly these dreams form. Micronutrients determine how well emotional memories are processed. Omega-3 fatty acids enhance REM density, giving dreams more texture and clarity. Now breathe in gently. During REM, the prefrontal cortex, your rational voice, quietly steps aside. Regions tied to emotion and visual imagination become more active. Dopamine levels shift to support the fluidity of dream narratives. Acetylcholine, derived from choline-rich foods like eggs, fish, and leafy greens, becomes more prominent, helping the brain weave scenes and transitions with gentle creativity. Nutrition supports these dreamlike circuits, shaping the tone and richness of the inner stories unfolding. Now breathe out as your muscles enter temporary paralysis, guided by brainstem mechanisms that keep you safely still. Your mind roams freely. This paralysis is not frightening. It is protective, allowing your awareness to explore without the body needing to follow. Amino acids like glycine help regulate this process, lowering core temperature and guiding the nervous system deeper into the dream state. In REM sleep, emotional memories are processed without the full weight they carry during wakefulness. Pain softens. Anxiety loses its sharpness. The amygdala's activity shifts, and the brain reshapes emotional intensity, transforming stress into manageable meaning. Antioxidants, steady glucose, and adequate minerals support this emotional recalibration, ensuring that when you wake, you feel lighter rather than burdened. Take another slow breath. Picture the dream garden around you, soft, shifting, filled with muted colors and floating shapes. This landscape is built from your neural nutrients: omega-3 for emotional stability, B vitamins for neurotransmitter synthesis, magnesium for muscle calm, tryptophan for melatonin flow. Your diet influences the depth, clarity, and emotional tone of these nighttime stories. As your consciousness drifts gently along the edges of this garden, the brain continues its quiet work, sorting, integrating, dissolving, reshaping. The dream state is not an escape. It is a mirror, reflecting your experiences in softened symbolic patterns. Your breath is slow now. The dream garden grows wider, and the stories forming within you continue to unfold with the peaceful rhythm that carries you deeper into sleep. The dream gardens drift in the background as your awareness softens, And now, another layer of the brain begins to glow beneath the surface. One that powers every electrical spark, every neurotransmitter release, every shift of mood or memory. These glowing structures are the mitochondria, the quiet engines of your neurons. Let your breath fall into an easy, steady flow as we move gently into this inner world of cellular energy. Imagine each neuron as a small, luminous vessel floating in a tranquil sea. Inside these vessels lie hundreds, sometimes thousands, of mitochondria. Each one a tiny flame converting nutrients into ATP, the energy currency that fuels every function of the brain. Neurons use more energy than nearly any other cells in your body. Even as you lie here immersed in calm, these engines continue working with delicate precision, sustaining the rhythms that keep your mind alive. Take a gentle inhale. Nutrition feeds these engines in profound ways. Glucose enters mitochondria through slow, measured pathways, glycolysis and oxidative phosphorylation, where oxygen, iron, copper, and B vitamins help turn it into steady energy. Without enough micronutrients, the flame flickers. With adequate nourishment, it burns in a smooth, consistent glow. Omega-3 fatty acids also become part of mitochondrial membranes, keeping them fluid and efficient, allowing electrons to flow cleanly during energy production. Now breathe out softly. Antioxidants play a protective role here. As mitochondria generate energy, small amounts of reactive oxygen species naturally arise, tiny sparks that, if not controlled, can damage cells. Antioxidants from fruits, vegetables, herbs, and seeds neutralize these sparks, creating a safer environment for sustained energy production. It is a gentle choreography. Mitochondria generating energy, antioxidants guiding the sparks into silence, nutrients replenishing the supply. Picture magnesium next, settling into these engines like a supportive presence. ATP, the molecule your neurons rely on, must bind with magnesium to be biologically active. Without magnesium, ATP cannot fully release its energy. With it, each molecule becomes a steady pulse that travels along neural pathways. Tonight, as your breath slows, this biochemical pulse remains calm and even. Iron and copper also play their part. They support the electron transport chain, ensuring that energy production flows without interruption. Too little of these minerals, and fatigue creeps into the mind. Too much, and oxidative stress rises. Balanced nutrition keeps this system precise, allowing the mitochondria to fuel both thought and rest. Take another slow breath. Some nutrients, like coenzyme Q10 and alpha-lipoic acid, act as mitochondrial guardians, helping the engines run smoothly throughout the night. These compounds can be synthesized by the body, but are supported by foods like fish, whole grains, and green vegetables. Even the timing of your meals influences mitochondrial efficiency. Eating in alignment with circadian rhythm enhances their performance, especially overnight. Visualize your neurons now, each one holding dozens of tiny flames, burning softly, steadily. The mitochondria inside them do not rush. They do not strain. They simply release energy in the quiet background of your brain, even as the rest of your awareness drifts deeper into softness. The engines are steady, the landscape is stable, and your inner world absorbs this balance with quiet acceptance. The steady glow of mitochondrial energy forms a quiet foundation beneath your thoughts, and from that foundation comes another essential element of rest: your brain's sense of safety. Not the conscious kind, shaped by logic or memory, but the deep physiological safety generated by neurotransmitters, nutrients, and nervous system pathways. As your breath continues its serene pattern, we gently drift into this neurochemistry of inner peace. Imagine the nervous system as two expansive currents: the sympathetic, which activates alertness, and the parasympathetic, which guides the body into calm. Tonight, the parasympathetic current flows more strongly, shaped not only by your slow breathing, but by the nutrients that support these pathways. Magnesium relaxes the NMDA receptors. Omega-3 reduces inflammation within the vagus nerve. B vitamins help stabilize neurotransmitter balance. These influences create a quiet inner message. You can release your guard now. Take a slow inhale. Picture the vagus nerve, a long, wandering nerve extending from the brainstem down through the torso, glowing faintly with soft gold. When supported by steady nutrition, it communicates clearly, sending signals throughout the body that reduce heart rate, calm digestion, and soothe emotional tension. Fiber, fermented foods, and healthy fats support the microbiome, which in turn sends molecules upward that enhance vagal tone. Tryptophan, converted into serotonin, regulates this pathway as well. Each nutrient contributes to this internal message of ease. Now breathe out. Imagine GABA flowing through your neural circuits again, not as a dramatic wave, but as a subtle, continuous whisper that quiets unnecessary excitation. GABAergic pathways are strengthened by nutrients like magnesium, glycine, and certain amino acids, creating the kind of softness that allows the mind to approach rest without resistance. This is not sedation, it is alignment. Everything inside you pointing gently toward stillness. Cortisol, the stress hormone, also responds to nutrition. High sugar diets and irregular eating patterns can elevate cortisol, creating restlessness. But balanced meals, complex carbohydrates, and anti-inflammatory foods help lower it, especially in the evening. When cortisol falls and melatonin rises, the brain shifts effortlessly into its nighttime rhythm. Picture this shift happening now, like a gentle turning of the tide. Take another calm breath. Even the temperature of your body begins to reflect this inner chemistry. Tryptophan-derived serotonin helps lower core temperature, preparing the body for deeper stages of sleep. Healthy fats regulate hormone production. Stable glucose prevents nighttime awakenings. Minerals guide electrical rhythms. Together, these elements form a quiet cocoon of biochemical safety. Your nervous system leans into this cocoon naturally. Muscles loosen. Micro-expressions fade from the face. The jaw unlocks. The eyes become heavier. Thoughts lose their sharp edges and begin to soften. This is your body's way of recognizing the message being sent across dozens of pathways. You are safe enough to rest. Nothing inside you is rushing. Every system shifts toward balance. Your body responds to the nourishment it has received, and your mind settles into the calm architecture created by that nourishment. The gentle chemistry of safety continues to settle across your inner world, and as it does, another dimension begins to reveal itself. Your hormones, moving quietly through the bloodstream, syncing themselves with nutrients, circadian rhythms, and the soft descent into rest. Hormones, like neurotransmitters, shape the emotional and physiological landscape of your night. They guide appetite, regulate stress, influence dreams, and determine how deeply you sleep. Let your breath deepen as this harmony unfolds within you. Imagine insulin first, often thought of only in terms of blood sugar, yet its influence reaches far beyond metabolism. When you eat balanced meals rich in fiber and complex carbohydrates, insulin rises gently, clearing glucose from the bloodstream in a slow, predictable rhythm. This steadiness helps tryptophan cross the blood-brain barrier, supporting serotonin and eventually melatonin synthesis. When meals are erratic or high in sugar, insulin spikes disrupt this rhythm, creating uneven energy that the brain must struggle to balance. But tonight, imagine insulin moving with quiet precision, supporting a soft, stable transition into rest. Take a slow inhale. Cortisol, the hormone of alertness and stress, follows a daily cycle, high in the morning, lower at night. Nutrition affects these levels profoundly. High inflammatory foods, caffeine late in the day, irregular eating patterns, and nutrient deficiencies keep cortisol elevated into the evening, making rest feel distant. But omega-3 fatty acids, B vitamins, magnesium, and antioxidants all help lower nighttime cortisol. As you breathe out, imagine cortisol settling into its natural nighttime valley, the body signaling that the day is over. Leptin and ghrelin, the hormones that regulate hunger and fullness, also influence sleep. When you nourish yourself with whole foods, fiber, protein, and healthy fats, leptin rises steadily, creating a sense of satisfaction that carries into the night. Ghrelin falls naturally, calming unnecessary hunger signals. But diets high in sugar or lacking in nutrients disrupt this balance, making nighttime cravings more frequent and sleep more fragmented. Imagine leptin now glowing like a warm, steady ember, signaling to the brain that you are content, that the body can shift fully into rest. Now breathe deeper. Melatonin continues its rise, influenced not just by darkness, but also by the nutrients that act as its building blocks. Magnesium relaxes smooth muscles and quiets neural activity. Vitamin B6 supports the enzymes that convert serotonin into melatonin. Omega-3 stabilizes cellular membranes, ensuring signals reach the pineal gland cleanly. Each nutrient becomes part of a delicate hormonal choreography, guiding you further into calm. Even growth hormone, released in pulses during deep sleep, responds to your nutrition. Protein supports its production. Stable glucose helps maintain its rhythm. Antioxidants reduce oxidative stress, allowing growth hormone to repair tissues more efficiently. Imagine these pulses spreading through your body like slow ripples, supporting physical restoration as the brain moves toward deeper stages of sleep. Take another gentle breath. The hormonal harmony within you continues adjusting itself to the night, each signal balancing another, each nutrient supporting the quiet dance. This harmony is subtle, but its effects touch everything. How deeply you rest, how refreshed you wake, how your emotional world feels tomorrow. The internal rhythm is aligning, becoming softer, slower, more attuned to rest. From the hormonal landscape, your awareness drifts into another essential system, one that profoundly shapes how peacefully you sleep. The stability of your blood sugar throughout the night. Though small and often unnoticed, fluctuations in blood glucose can awaken the brain, disturb REM cycles, and pull you out of the gentle rhythm your body naturally seeks. Tonight, we move into this quiet relationship between nutrition, glucose, and the depth of your sleep. Take a slow inhale. Glucose, your brain's primary fuel, must remain steady for the mind to rest without interruption. When blood sugar drops too quickly, the body releases adrenaline and cortisol, two hormones meant to protect you, but which also bring alertness. This is why nighttime awakenings, sudden, restless, confusing, often occur after eating meals high in sugar or highly refined carbohydrates. The spike rises fast, the drop falls sharply, and the brain reacts as though it must suddenly wake. Now breathe out softly. Balanced meals, rich in fiber, proteins, and healthy fats slow the absorption of glucose, extending energy release into the night. Imagine whole grains releasing their embers slowly, legumes offering a gradual warmth, healthy fats smoothing the rhythm into a gentle curve. These nutrients give your brain just enough fuel at just the right pace, allowing it to descend into deeper phases of sleep without being pulled back toward wakefulness. Picture the liver. It stores glucose as glycogen, later releasing it to maintain stable blood sugar during the night. When your diet supports glycogen storage through steady carbohydrate intake from whole foods, the liver becomes a quiet nighttime guardian, releasing glucose in small, even pulses. But when glycogen stores are low, due to irregular eating, intense late-night hunger, or undernourishment, the brain must activate stress hormones to raise blood sugar, disrupting rest. Imagine tonight that the liver is steady, its reserves full enough to support a long, calm sleep. Take another slow breath. Proteins eaten earlier in the day also stabilize glucose by preventing dramatic fluctuations. They increase satiety, reduce cravings, and slow digestion. Healthy fats provide a similar anchor, extending the release of glucose so the brain feels continuously supported. Nutrition creates the environment in which blood sugar becomes predictable, and predictable energy is a doorway to deeper rest. Magnesium, chromium, and B vitamins play supportive roles too, enhancing insulin sensitivity and improving glucose uptake. When these nutrients are present in balanced amounts, the body responds more gracefully to meals, minimizing spikes and dips. Imagine these micronutrients now as small, guiding lights that keep the glucose rhythm smooth throughout the night. As your breath softens, visualize your blood sugar forming a gentle, undulating line. No sharp peaks, no sudden valleys. Your brain follows this line downward, deeper into relaxation. Stable glucose leads to fewer nighttime awakenings, more consistent REM cycles, and a feeling of being held, supported, carried by your own internal chemistry. The stability inside you becomes part of the comfort you feel, allowing the night to unfold quietly, without interruption, as you continue drifting deeper into rest. The gentle stability of your nighttime blood sugar forms a quiet foundation beneath you, and from that foundation, another vast inner world begins to brighten, your gut-brain axis. This is not a simple pathway, but an intricate dialogue stretching from your intestines to your brainstem, shaped by nutrients, hormones, microbial metabolites, and the slow, rhythmic pulses of your breath. As you continue sinking deeper into softness, this axis becomes a long, glowing corridor of communication within you. Imagine your gut as a warm, winding garden, alive with trillions of microorganisms, each with its own role, each contributing to your emotional and cognitive landscape. These microbes digest fibers you cannot break down on your own, producing short-chain fatty acids like butyrate that soothe inflammation across the entire body. They synthesize vitamins, support serotonin pathways, regulate immune signaling, and influence how your brain perceives stress. Even the quiet in your chest right now, the steadiness of your breath, the softening behind your eyes, is supported by this microbial community working around the clock. Take a gentle inhale. Picture the vagus nerve extending through this garden like a golden vine, collecting messages from microbial metabolites and delivering them upward to the brain. When your gut is nourished, fed with fiber, fermented foods, prebiotics, and polyphenols, these messages are calming, supportive, and steady. When the microbiome is deprived, starved of nutrients, overwhelmed by processed foods or chronic stress, the messages can become strained, signaling distress or imbalance. Tonight, imagine the gut sending only soft, stabilizing signals upward, reinforcing your descent into rest. Now breathe out slowly. Serotonin, a neurotransmitter central to mood and sleep regulation, is influenced deeply by the gut. Most of the body's serotonin system resides along the digestive tract, shaped by microbiota, amino acids, B vitamins, and anti-inflammatory nutrients. When these systems are nourished, serotonin flows through the gut-brain axis in a balanced rhythm, supporting melatonin synthesis later in the evening. That rhythm is flowing through you now, subtle but powerful. Visualize fibers from whole grains, legumes, fruits, and vegetables becoming nourishment for beneficial bacteria. As these bacteria thrive, they produce compounds that reduce inflammation both in the gut and across the blood-brain barrier. Lower inflammation means calmer microglia, clearer neurotransmitter pathways, and softer emotional transitions. Even your dreams will be touched by this quiet balance, their emotional tone influenced by how gently the gut communicates during the night. Take another slow breath. The microbiome also helps regulate stress by influencing cortisol levels. A nourished gut reduces the signals that activate stress pathways, allowing cortisol to fall in the evening. This fall is essential for deep sleep, memory consolidation, and emotional restoration. Imagine that fall happening now, guided by nutrients you've given your body and supported by the calm of this moment. As the gut-brain axis continues its quiet dialogue, the messages drifting upward become simpler, softer, more unified. They invite the entire nervous system into alignment, creating an internal landscape where rest is natural, not forced, where sleep is a conversation between your lowest selves and your highest thoughts. The warm, winding garden of your gut settles into stillness, and ahead of you opens another essential phase of your inner night, the descent into deep sleep. This is when the brain's rhythms slow into long, sweeping waves, and the body enters a state of profound restoration. Nutrition shapes this descent more subtly than you might imagine, influencing the structure, timing, and depth of the slow wave sleep that renews your cells. Take a slow inhale. Imagine your brain shifting from the light ripple of alpha waves into the smoother, deeper currents of theta waves, and finally into the long, rolling delta waves of slow wave sleep. These waves travel like gentle tidal movements across your cortex, guiding neurons to fire in synchrony. This synchronization allows the brain to repair tissues, strengthen memories, and reduce metabolic waste. And it cannot occur fully without the nutrients that support neural health: magnesium for relaxation, glycine for temperature regulation, omega-3 for synaptic fluidity, and B vitamins for steady neurotransmitter synthesis. Now breathe out softly. Deep sleep depends on lowering core body temperature, a process supported by amino acids like glycine, by evening magnesium intake, and by stable blood sugar. When your temperature dips, the hypothalamus signals the rest of the brain to enter deeper phases of sleep. This cooling is gentle, natural, and happening even now as your breath grows slower and your muscles soften. Visualize the glymphatic system strengthening its flow. During deep sleep, channels between neurons widen, allowing cerebrospinal fluid to move more freely, clearing toxins and metabolic byproducts. Omega-3 fatty acids support the membranes that guide this flow. Polyphenols from fruits and vegetables reduce oxidative stress, allowing repair processes to occur more efficiently. Nutrition does not force deep sleep. It sets the stage for the brain to enter it without resistance. Take another slow breath. Calcium and magnesium, working together, help regulate the voltage-gated channels that control neuronal firing rates. When balanced, they allow neurons to fall into the slow, sweeping rhythm of delta waves. When deficient, neural firing becomes erratic, making deep sleep harder to maintain. Tonight, imagine these minerals glowing faintly at every synapse, guiding the electrical currents toward calm. Protein also contributes to deep sleep by supporting the release of growth hormone, a hormone that peaks during slow-wave sleep and repairs tissues throughout the body. With adequate amino acids and steady glucose, growth hormone rises in rhythmic pulses, supporting cellular renewal. Picture these pulses moving through your body like soft ripples, strengthening muscles, restoring tissues, and reinforcing your overall resilience. As your breath settles once more, imagine the entire brain pulsing in long, slow waves, each one washing through neural circuits, each one deepening your rest. Deep sleep is not simply unconsciousness. It is a meticulously organized descent into healing. Nutrition shapes this descent quietly, creating pathways for tranquility, restoration, and internal balance as the night continues to unfold. The slow, tidal waves of deep sleep continue moving through your mind, and within those waves lies one of the most extraordinary processes your brain performs: memory weaving. As you breathe gently, your brain is sorting, integrating, and stabilizing the experiences of the day. Nutrition shapes this weaving in subtle but powerful ways, influencing how clearly memories form, how emotions settle, and how easily you learn from your experiences. Take a soft inhale. Imagine the hippocampus, the seahorse-shaped keeper of your day's memories, glowing faintly in the dark. Throughout the day, it collects moments like beads on a string. But during sleep, those beads are rearranged, polished, and threaded into long-term memory networks. Deep sleep first strengthens the structure of memories, while REM sleep later binds them emotionally and creatively. This interplay depends on nutrients: omega-3 to support synaptic growth, B vitamins to stabilize neurotransmitter cycles, magnesium to calm neural overactivity, and antioxidants to reduce oxidative stress. Now breathe out slowly. As delta waves roll across your neocortex, the hippocampus replays important patterns, sending them outward to be stored more permanently. This replay is delicate, like a soft whisper passed from one region of the brain to another: prefrontal cortex, temporal lobe, parietal areas, each taking part in transforming experience into knowledge. Stable glucose levels support this replay, preventing abrupt awakenings that interrupt consolidation. Without steady fuel, the brain cannot complete its nightly integration. Visualize the amygdala, the emotional center, softening its grip on memories during sleep. Nutrition that supports serotonin pathways, reduces inflammation, and stabilizes neurotransmitter balance also helps the amygdala release emotional intensity. This is why some memories feel lighter in the morning, their heaviness gently dissolved. Anti-inflammatory nutrients like polyphenols help regulate amygdala activity, allowing emotional resolution rather than rumination. Take another breath. Protein plays a role here too. BDNF, supported by amino acids, promotes synaptic strengthening. During certain stages of sleep, neurons fire together repeatedly, reinforcing the pathways you will rely on tomorrow. These pathways, once strengthened, feel like patterns of clarity, intuition, or understanding that emerge when you wake. Minerals play quieter roles. Zinc helps shape synaptic plasticity. Magnesium shields neurons from overstimulation. Iron supports oxygen transport needed for energetic processes underlying memory consolidation. Even the microbiome influences memory by reducing inflammation and producing neurotransmitter precursors that affect how the hippocampus processes information. As your awareness floats softly inside this landscape, imagine memories settling like dust in a still room, not scattered, but arranged into meaningful patterns. The brain is weaving them gently, supported by every nutrient you have ever given it. You are not thinking now. You are integrating. You are not analyzing. You are absorbing. The night holds you, and your memories find their quiet place within it. From the gentle weaving of deep sleep, your mind drifts into a lighter, dream-filled terrain, REM sleep. This is where emotional reset occurs, guided by neurotransmitters, neural circuits, and nutrients that shape the tone, clarity, and depth of your dreaming mind. As your breath glides softly in and out, this inner world unfolds in luminous patterns. Imagine REM sleep as a shimmering pool appearing beneath moonlight. Your brain becomes more active again, but in a different way than during wakefulness. The prefrontal cortex, responsible for logic and self-monitoring, steps back, releasing its tight grip. At the same time, the limbic regions, especially the amygdala and anterior cingulate cortex, light up, processing emotional impressions. Nutrition shapes this emotional reset in ways both subtle and profound. Take a slow inhale. Amino acids such as tryptophan, tyrosine, and glutamine influence the neurotransmitters central to REM: serotonin, dopamine, acetylcholine. Adequate vitamin B6 supports the synthesis of these transmitters. Choline, found in eggs, fish, and certain beans, enhances acetylcholine pathways, allowing REM sleep to unfold smoothly. Without these nutrients, REM becomes fragmented, reducing the brain's ability to regulate emotion. Now breathe out, letting your body loosen more deeply. During REM sleep, the brain replays emotional memories, but with the stress response muted. This allows you to revisit events without reactivating their full intensity. Antioxidants reduce oxidative stress during this neural activity, protecting the brain as it processes emotions. Omega-3 helps regulate amygdala reactivity, smoothing the emotional edges of memories. This is why REM sleep often brings emotional clarity, why something painful feels softer in the morning. Picture the dream scenes forming, fluid, symbolic, sometimes strange, but always purposeful. The brain is integrating emotion with memory, creativity with logic, meaning with sensation. Magnesium promotes muscle relaxation during REM paralysis, preventing physical responses to dreams. Stable nighttime glucose ensures the brain has the energy it needs to sustain these vivid patterns without interruption. Take another gentle breath. Dopamine contributes to the narrative flow of dreams. Balanced dopamine levels, supported by tyrosine, antioxidants, and a healthy gut, allow dreams to be vivid but not overwhelming, imaginative but not chaotic. Serotonin shapes the transition between sleep stages. Melatonin anchors the rhythm. Acetylcholine fuels the imagery. Together, these nutrients and neurotransmitters create the emotional reset that REM sleep provides. As your awareness floats inside this dreamlike atmosphere, imagine emotional burdens dissolving in soft waves, processed, understood, integrated. Your brain is clearing space, recalibrating feelings, and restoring your emotional balance. There is no effort required. The chemistry of rest is doing the work for you, quietly, rhythmically, as the night carries you deeper into its peaceful currents. The emotional currents of REM gently recede, leaving behind a softened landscape inside your mind. From this calm arises another essential truth. The brain you carry through the night depends deeply on water, not only for clarity and electrical balance, but for nutrient transport, detoxification, and the rhythm of every neural wave. Hydration is one of the quiet architects of sleep, and as your breath grows even gentler, we move into this subtle map of water within you. Imagine your brain now as a floating world suspended in fluid. Cerebrospinal fluid surrounds it, cushions it, nourishes it. Inside each neuron, intracellular water maintains the shape, pressure, and electrical stability required for communication. Even the glymphatic tide, your brain's nighttime cleaning system, relies on water movement to carry away metabolic debris. Hydration shapes every one of these processes, supporting the softness that fills your body tonight. Take a slow inhale. Water acts as the carrier for electrolytes, sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium, minerals that regulate electrical signaling. When hydration is steady, neuronal firing follows a clean, rhythmic pattern, allowing your thoughts to fade gracefully into quiet. When hydration is low, neurons struggle to maintain voltage, resulting in restlessness, headaches, and fragmented sleep. But tonight, imagine each cell holding exactly what it needs. Not too much, not too little, just a balanced internal ocean. Now breathe out softly. Even slight dehydration influences cortisol levels, which can make it more difficult to settle into deep sleep. Anti-inflammatory nutrients, omega-3s, polyphenols, antioxidants help counteract this, but hydration is still the foundation. Picture water moving through your bloodstream like a slow, translucent river, delivering nutrients to tissues, supporting kidney filtration, and maintaining the consistency of cerebrospinal fluid so it can flow freely during deep sleep. Visualize the glymphatic system reactivating now, its channels widening, its tides moving smoothly. This entire cleansing process depends on hydration, as cerebrospinal fluid must circulate freely to clear waste. Omega-3s strengthen the membranes guiding this flow. Magnesium relaxes neural circuits, enhancing slow-wave sleep. But water carries the process, sustaining each gentle wave. Take another slow breath. Hydration also influences digestion, which affects sleep indirectly through the gut-brain axis. A hydrated gut supports smoother motility. balanced microbiota, and reduced inflammation, all of which lower nighttime stress signals and stabilize neurotransmitter pathways. When the gut is calm, the brain can soften without disturbance. As your awareness continues to sink downward, imagine hydration spreading through your neural landscape in soft, cooling currents. Each neuron glows slightly brighter. Each synapse feels more fluid, more open. Water fills the spaces where clarity is needed and quiets the places where tension once held root. The hydration map smooths itself, shaping the deep ease you feel now. From the hydrated stillness of the brain, another quiet pathway emerges. A long, wandering nerve that carries messages of peace throughout your body. This is the vagus nerve, the central highway of the parasympathetic nervous system. It connects brain to gut, heart to lungs, immune system to microbiome. It is the messenger of safety, calm, digestion, and emotional recovery. And as your breath settles into its slow rhythm, the vagus nerve becomes a warm thread of connection inside you. Take a gentle inhale. Picture the vagus nerve glowing faintly with golden light as it leaves the brainstem and travels downward, branching across the chest and abdomen. With every slow breath, this nerve activates, sending signals that lower heart rate, reduce inflammation, and ease digestion. Nutrition plays a quiet but powerful role in supporting its tone. Omega-3s improve its signaling. Fermented foods enhance the gut messages it receives. Fiber reduces inflammatory noise, and balanced glucose prevents stress signals from rising. Now breathe out. The vagus nerve does not shout, it whispers. When its tone is strong, the whisper spreads through the whole body. You are safe. You can let go. You can rest now. This whisper reduces sympathetic activation, relaxing muscles, softening facial tension, easing the jaw, and calming the heartbeat. It gently guides the body into the parasympathetic state, the rest and digest mode, where healing occurs naturally. Imagine the vagus nerve as a long ribbon responding to nutrients flowing through the bloodstream. Polyphenols reduce oxidative stress along its fibers. Magnesium relaxes its supported tissues. Tryptophan-derived serotonin influences the gut signals it carries upward. Zinc and B vitamins stabilize neurotransmitter production along its route. When nutrition is balanced, the messages traveling along this nerve become clearer, steadier, more soothing. Take another slow inhale. The vagus nerve also influences inflammation across the entire body through the cholinergic anti-inflammatory pathway. When activated, it reduces inflammatory cytokines, molecules that, when elevated, can cloud cognition, disturb sleep, and heighten emotional sensitivity. Healthy fats, fermented foods, and plant-rich meals strengthen this anti-inflammatory communication, allowing your inner world to settle into equilibrium. Now let your exhale lengthen just a bit. Vagal tone rises with slow, diaphragmatic breathing, the kind you're doing now. It rises when you chew slowly, when you sing softly, when you feel warmth or emotional connection. It rises with balanced nutrition and falls with chronic stress. Tonight, imagine it rising effortlessly, carried by each breath, enhanced by every nutrient your body has gathered from the day. The vagus nerve forms a bridge within you, between thought and emotion, gut and brain, breath and rest. As it continues to glow softly through your core, it gathers all the systems of your body into a single, unified message of ease. Not forced, not hurried, just naturally settling into a deeper softness as the night unfolds. The golden thread of the vagus nerve continues shimmering softly within you, and from that calm, a new layer of the night unfolds. Your brain's relationship with oxygen. Even now, as your body grows heavier, your brain consumes more oxygen than any other organ. This oxygen feeds neural pathways, supports mitochondrial energy, clears metabolic waste, and shapes how deeply you rest. Nutrition plays a profound role here too, influencing how efficiently oxygen travels, how smoothly cells use it, and how quietly your internal world settles. Take a long, unhurried inhale. Imagine oxygen drifting down your airway like a cool silver mist. It passes into the lungs, moves through tiny alveoli, then binds gently to hemoglobin molecules. Each iron-rich protein acting like a tiny boat carrying oxygen to your brain. Iron intake from leafy greens, lentils, seafood, and beans strengthens these boats. Without enough iron, oxygen transport slows, and the brain begins to feel foggy, anxious, or restless. But tonight, imagine oxygen moving freely, carried upward with ease. Now exhale softly. As oxygen-rich blood reaches your brain, neurons begin their delicate use of it. Omega-3 fatty acids keep membranes fluid, so oxygen can pass in and out of cells with grace. B vitamins support the metabolic pathways oxygen fuels. Magnesium allows neurons to fire gently without excessive stimulation. Antioxidants protect cells from oxidative stress, the natural byproduct of oxygen use. Picture the prefrontal cortex now, the region guiding focus and emotional regulation, receiving a soft stream of oxygen. It quiets itself, shifting from its daytime vigilance into a relaxed state. The amygdala, often influenced by oxygen levels and inflammation, softens as well. With adequate nutrients, this oxygen exchange becomes smooth and effortless, guiding the brain deeper toward rest. Take another slow breath. Even your brainstem, which controls breathing, adjusts itself nightly, slowing your respiratory rhythm, deepening each inhale, lengthening each exhale. Balanced nutrition supports the enzymes that allow oxygen to bind, detach, and flow. Zinc, copper, and iron work as quiet partners in this process. Omega-3 reduces vascular inflammation, allowing smoother movement through cerebral vessels. Visualize now the oxygen unfurling across your brain like a soft veil, refreshing the places that worked hardest during the day. Regions that processed emotion, made decisions, stored memories, and reacted to stress. Each inhale sends quiet renewal. Each exhale carries away the tension that's no longer needed. As your breath settles once more, oxygen becomes a silent companion, guiding you deeper into the comforting architecture of sleep. The silver mist of oxygen settles inside your neural pathways, and from that clarity, another structure emerges, an invisible shield guarding the sanctity of your brain. This is the blood-brain barrier, BBB, a tightly regulated membrane that protects neural tissue from harmful substances while allowing essential nutrients to enter. As your breath quiets further, we explore how nutrition strengthens this protective barrier and shapes the peace settling over your mind. Imagine the BBB as a luminous gate woven from endothelial cells, glial support, and intricate protein channels. It surrounds your brain like a soft, glowing boundary, permeable, but highly selective. Only specific nutrients, hormones, and molecules may pass through, and even then, only in carefully measured amounts. When the BBB is healthy, your brain rests in a protected world. When it weakens from inflammation, poor diet, or chronic stress, the barrier becomes more permeable, allowing inflammatory molecules to disturb the brain's calm rhythms. Take a gentle inhale. Omega-3 fatty acids, especially DHA, are some of the most important nutrients for maintaining BBB integrity. They strengthen cell membranes, reduce inflammation, and support the glial cells that regulate barrier permeability. Picture omega-3 molecules drifting toward the barrier, merging with its structure, making it supple, resilient, and responsive. Now, breathe out slowly. Polyphenols from berries, cacao, green tea, and colorful vegetables act as guardians. They reduce oxidative stress around the barrier, preventing microscopic damage. Vitamin C and vitamin E protect endothelial cells from free radicals. Magnesium stabilizes the tight junctions between cells, ensuring the barrier opens only when necessary. Zinc and B vitamins support the enzymatic processes that repair and maintain the BBB's structure. Visualize inflammatory molecules, cytokines, oxidized fats, metabolic debris approaching the barrier. When nutrition is balanced, the BBB recognizes these molecules and blocks them gently, preventing them from entering the neural environment. When inflammation is high, these molecules can slip through, activating microglia, disrupting neurotransmitter balance, and disturbing sleep. Take another slow breath. Hydration supports the consistency of cerebrospinal fluid behind the barrier, helping maintain internal pressure. Sleep itself strengthens BBB integrity, as melatonin has protective effects on endothelial cells. Even fiber from fruits, vegetables, and whole grains supports the gut microbiome, reducing systemic inflammation that influences BBB permeability. Now imagine the barrier glowing softly, its structure strong yet delicate, opening only for what your brain needs. Glucose for energy, amino acids for neurotransmitters, minerals for electrical signaling, vitamins for repair. Everything else remains outside, unable to disturb the serenity forming within you. As your awareness continues to drift downward, the BBB becomes not just a physical shield, but a symbol of the calm expanding inside you. A reminder that your brain is protected, nourished, and held gently by every nutrient you've provided it. The protective glow of the blood-brain barrier settles softly around your neural world, and inside that sanctuary, another layer begins to reveal its quiet importance: the electrical harmony created by ions. These tiny charged particles, sodium, potassium, calcium, chloride, magnesium, are the invisible currents that allow your neurons to think, feel, imagine, and sleep. As your breath continues its slow, effortless rhythm, we move into this delicate world of electrical balance. Take a gentle inhale. Imagine each neuron like a small lantern suspended in darkness, its light flickering softly as ions shift across its membrane. Sodium and potassium create the foundation, two essential partners in generating action potentials. With each exchange, they draw electrical impulses along the length of the neuron. Nutrition shapes their harmony: potassium from fruits and vegetables, sodium in balanced amounts, magnesium acting as a gentle moderator, ensuring signals fire neither too quickly nor too slowly. Now, breathe out. Calcium enters at precise moments, triggering neurotransmitter release across the synapse. Without calcium, the message would never leap from one neuron to another. But too much calcium creates overstimulation. Vitamin D, magnesium, and omega-3 fatty acids help regulate this balance, allowing your brain to communicate softly, steadily, without strain. Visualize magnesium next, one of the body's most calming minerals. It acts like a soft hand on the shoulder of an overactive neuron, relaxing it before it can become overwhelmed. Magnesium blocks the NMDA receptor, preventing excessive excitatory signaling. When this mineral is plentiful, thoughts slow, anxiety softens, and the body finds it easier to enter sleep. Seeds, nuts, leafy greens all contribute. Imagine magnesium now as a cooling blue mist drifting through your neural circuits. Take another deep breath. Chloride and GABA interact as well. GABA opening chloride channels that quiet the neuron, reducing its likelihood of firing. This pairing is essential for the feeling of safety that spreads across your body at night. Nutrients like glycine, magnesium, and fermented foods enhance GABAergic tone, helping your inner world descend into calm. Picture the ion pumps now. Tiny protein structures embedded in each neuron's membrane. They move sodium out, potassium in, calcium carefully through, all powered by ATP. These pumps work continuously even as you sleep. They rely on nutrients like magnesium for energy activation, on iron for oxygen transport, on B vitamins for ATP formation. Without them, electrical harmony fades. But tonight, they work effortlessly. Each pump creating small currents that maintain the brain's delicate quiet. As your breath softens, imagine these electrical patterns slowing into long, graceful waves. Delta rhythms deepening, theta waves guiding you into dreamlike drift. The brain's ions settle into balance. The neural lanterns flicker in the dark, each one glowing with the gentle ease created by nourishment and rest. Your inner world becomes a soft tangle of light and silence, held together by these unseen currents flowing quietly beneath your awareness. From the quiet electrical landscape within your brain, a new structure begins to shimmer, a structure essential for smooth thought, clear communication, and peaceful rest. This is myelin, the fatty sheath that wraps around axons, allowing signals to travel swiftly and efficiently. Nutrition shapes its strength, fluidity, and resilience. And as your breath grows deeper, we drift into this soft, protective layer that guides every neural message. Take a long inhale. Imagine myelin as a glowing, translucent ribbon coiled around each axon. These ribbons are made primarily of lipids, cholesterol, phospholipids, and essential fatty acids. DHA from omega-3 is especially important, giving myelin its flexibility and integrity. Without DHA, the sheath becomes brittle, signals slow, become noisy, or frayed. But when nourished, myelin becomes a smooth conductor, guiding impulses with clarity and grace. Now breathe out slowly. Myelin depends on choline, found in eggs, fish, legumes, to form phosphatidylcholine, one of its foundational building blocks. B vitamins, especially B12 and folate, support the methylation processes required for myelin repair and renewal. When these nutrients are missing, myelin thins. When present, it thickens and strengthens, allowing thoughts to travel effortlessly across the neural map. Picture oligodendrocytes now, the cells responsible for creating and maintaining myelin. They glide along axons like gentle caretakers, wrapping each one with layers of lipid-rich insulation. These cells require iron, zinc, copper, and omega-3 to function properly. Their work is quiet, constant, and essential. Even as you sleep, they continue weaving myelin, maintaining your brain's ability to learn, remember, and rest. Take another breath. When myelin thrives, your inner world feels smoother. Emotional impulses do not crash into one another. Thoughts arrive softly. Signals travel without resistance. This is one of the reasons omega-3 intake is linked to lower anxiety, improved mood, and steadier cognitive function. It supports the physical infrastructure that keeps your brain communicating calmly. Imagine now a neural pathway involved in emotional regulation, stretching from the prefrontal cortex to the amygdala. When well myelinated, calming thoughts travel quickly enough to soothe emotional spikes. When myelin is thin, the signals become slow, creating emotional turbulence. Nutrition influences this pathway deeply. Omega-3 strengthens it, antioxidants protect it, B vitamins rebuild it. Now exhale gently. During sleep, especially deep sleep, the brain activates processes that repair myelin. Growth hormone rises, supporting lipid synthesis. The glymphatic tide clears debris around axons. Nutrients delivered earlier in the day become tools for rebuilding. Tonight, imagine that rebuilding happening quietly, like thin ribbons being recoded, restored, made smoother. Your neurons glide their signals through these soft, glowing channels. Myelin strengthens, messages soften. The brain settles into a quieter rhythm as the night deepens. The pathways inside you become smooth and illuminated, carrying each whisper of thought more gently than the one before. The soft, glowing ribbons of myelin fade gently into the background, and as your awareness drifts deeper, another set of guardians awakens. Microglia, the immune cells of your brain. They are small, delicate, deeply intelligent sentinels that patrol neural pathways, protecting them, pruning them, and restoring them. Their work is subtle yet essential, and nutrition shapes their behavior in profound ways. As your breath eases into an even slower rhythm, we enter this quiet world of nighttime repair. Take a slow inhale. Microglia respond to your inner landscape, your stress levels, your nutrition, your sleep cycles, your inflammation. When the body is nourished, microglia remain in a resting state, calm, observant, gently maintaining balance. They prune unnecessary synapses, clearing clutter from neural networks, and supporting the growth of stronger, healthier pathways. Omega-3 fatty acids, especially DHA, help microglia stay in this peaceful mode. Polyphenols from berries and green tea reduce the inflammatory signals that disturb their calm. Now, breathe out softly. At night, especially during deep sleep, microglia become more active, sweeping through the brain like quiet caretakers. They clear damaged proteins, repair oxidative stress, and support the health of synapses strengthened earlier in the day. Magnesium supports their ability to regulate inflammatory pathways. Vitamins C and E shield them from oxidation. A nourished microbiome sends metabolites upward that help microglia remain balanced, preventing unnecessary inflammatory activation. Picture them now, tiny stars drifting through your neural constellation. Each microglial cell extends graceful, branching arms, monitoring the environment. When they sense inflammation, they respond instantly. But when nutrition is steady and calm dominates your inner chemistry, they return to their quiet, restorative work. Take another breath. Too much sugar, too many processed fats, or chronic stress can push microglia into overactivation, releasing cytokines that disturb sleep, elevate anxiety, and disrupt cognitive clarity. But tonight, imagine none of that noise. Instead, visualize microglia supported by omega-3, soothed by antioxidants, guided by steady glucose, and balanced by minerals. Their movements become smooth, meaningful, and calm. Melatonin also influences them, helping regulate nighttime immune activity. As darkness deepens, melatonin signals microglia to perform their restoration slowly, silently, and efficiently. Each cycle of repair helps protect cognitive function and preserve the resilience of your neural networks. Your breath glides softly. The microglia continue their quiet patrol. Nothing inside you is hurried. Nothing is forced. The immune system of the brain is at peace, working gently in the background as you drift further inward. From the gentle work of microglia, your awareness moves downward, settling into the quiet rhythm between your heart and your brain. These two organs share a constant dialogue, shaped by nerves, hormones, electrical signals, and the nutrients circulating in your blood. As you sink deeper into softness, this rhythm becomes a calming pulse guiding you toward deeper sleep. Take a slow inhale. The heart sends signals to the brain with every beat, a pattern known as heart rate variability, HRV. High HRV reflects relaxation, balance, and emotional resilience. Low HRV reflects stress or tension. Nutrition influences this rhythm profoundly. Omega-3 fatty acids increase HRV by reducing inflammation in cardiac tissues. Magnesium relaxes smooth muscle, allowing the heartbeat to settle. Potassium supports steady electrical conduction across cardiac cells. Now breathe out gently. The vagus nerve, which you visited earlier, connects the heart to the brainstem. When you nourish the body with whole foods, rich in antioxidants, fiber, steady carbohydrates, vagal tone rises, and the heart communicates safety upward to the brain. This communication tells your nervous system, the body is calm. You may rest deeply. Imagine your heartbeat now as a slow, warm drum, sending subtle ripples upward. Each ripple carries nutrients to the brain: oxygen on hemoglobin's iron-rich boats, glucose in steady measures, minerals dissolved in plasma, amino acids flowing toward neurotransmitter pathways. As these ripples travel, they synchronize your inner world. Take another breath. The cardiovascular system also influences melatonin rhythms. Foods rich in polyphenols, berries, grapes, cherries, cacao, support nitric oxide production, widening blood vessels, allowing smooth circulation to the pineal gland. Better circulation means better melatonin signaling. Better signaling means deeper sleep. Visualize your arteries as long, soft tunnels. Omega-3 keeps their walls flexible. Antioxidants reduce oxidative stress within them. Magnesium calms vascular tension. Stable glucose prevents sudden adrenaline spikes. Nutrition shapes the quiet environment in which your heart and brain communicate. Now, exhale slowly. With each beat, the heart sends a message of ease. You are supported. You are nourished. You can let go even more. The brain receives this message and softens its internal dialogue. The emotional centers become quieter. The prefrontal cortex releases control. The limbic system's edges smooth out. Inside this calm, your entire body begins to resonate with a single gentle rhythm. Heart to brain, brain to heart, breath to blood, nutrients to neurons. A quiet loop of safety, threaded through the night, guiding you deeper into the healing that follows. The quiet conversation between your heart and brain settles into a soft hum beneath your awareness. From that hum rises a deeper truth. Healing is not only the work of moments, it is the work of nights, of nutrition, of rhythms, repeated gently over time. As your body sinks further into stillness, we drift into the slow, restorative chemistry that builds long-term resilience inside you. Take a soft inhale. Healing begins with the smallest units, cells. Each cell repairs itself through processes shaped by nutrients. Amino acids support tissue regeneration. Omega-3 reduces chronic inflammation. Antioxidants neutralize free radicals, and minerals fuel enzymatic reactions. During sleep, these processes intensify. Growth hormone pulses softly into the bloodstream. DNA repair enzymes become more active. Damaged proteins are removed. The body mends itself in quiet, unseen ways. Now exhale slowly. Mitochondria, the tiny engines within your cells, renew themselves during deep sleep. This process, called mitophagy, removes older, damaged mitochondria and prompts the creation of new, healthier ones. Nutrition influences this rhythm profoundly. B vitamins support mitochondrial enzymes. Omega-3 fatty acids strengthen mitochondrial membranes. Polyphenols encourage renewal. Each nutrient becomes a small tool in the body's nightly rebuilding. Picture inflammation next. Chronic inflammation is a slow erosion, like wind wearing down stone. But your diet protects you. Omega-3 lowers inflammatory molecules. Fiber stabilizes the gut barrier. Fermented foods support immune balance. Antioxidants sweep up oxidative stress. During the night, cytokine levels shift, inflammation lowers naturally, and tissues take the opportunity to restore themselves. Tonight, imagine inflammation melting away, like snow under sunlight. Take another calm breath. Healing is also emotional. Serotonin pathways strengthen during sleep. Emotional memories are processed gently during REM. Cortisol falls to its lowest point, allowing the nervous system to rest. Nutrition contributes here too. Tryptophan supports serotonin. Omega-3 stabilizes mood circuits. B vitamins shape neurotransmitter synthesis. Stable glucose prevents nighttime adrenaline spikes. Together, they form the chemical environment in which emotional healing becomes possible. Now imagine the endocrine system. Thyroid, adrenals, pancreas, quietly recalibrating. Balanced nutrition reduces the load on these organs. Magnesium calms adrenal activity. Selenium and iodine support thyroid function. Protein supports hormone production. Sleep knits these functions together, guiding your physiology toward long-term balance. As your breath slows further, imagine your whole body as a quiet landscape. In the daytime, it is full of movement, tension, processing. But at night, it becomes still enough for deeper processes to take place. Nutrients become building blocks. Sleep becomes the architect. Healing becomes a slow, steady construction of inner resilience. Nothing inside you needs to rush. Long-term healing grows like roots, downward, inward, quietly anchoring you with strength you cannot yet see. The slow chemistry of long-term healing continues unfolding inside you, and from its quiet foundation emerges a profound integration, a gentle reunification of mind and body. During the day, these two parts of you often feel separate. The mind rushes ahead, the body lags behind. Thoughts move faster than breath. Emotions move differently than muscles. But at night, guided by nutrients and the softness of sleep, mind and body drift toward harmony. Take a gentle inhale. The mind, your thoughts, your emotions, your focus, is simply the surface expression of deeper biochemical processes. Neurotransmitters shape emotion. Hormones guide energy. Nutrients influence clarity. The physical body is always speaking to the mind, even when you don't hear it. Fiber affects mood. Omega-3 adjusts emotional sensitivity. B vitamins shape motivation. Magnesium softens anxiety. Tonight, these signals quiet themselves, aligning into a single rhythm. Now breathe out. The body listens too, to the mind's pace, its tension, its stress, the constant chatter of unfinished thoughts. High stress elevates cortisol, tightens muscles, narrows breath, disturbs sleep. But as you drift deeper into calm, the mind sends gentler messages. It's safe now. You can slow down. You can release. These messages ripple downward through hormones, through breath, through the vagus nerve, through muscle fibers. Picture the integration now, like a soft glow spreading across your inner landscape. The brainstem regulates breath. The heart stabilizes rhythm. The gut calms its movements. The nervous system settles into coherence. Coherence is not silence. It is alignment. Nutrients support this alignment. Stable glucose keeps the mind clear. Amino acids support balanced neurotransmitters. Minerals maintain electrical stability. Take another slow breath. REM sleep integrates emotions, organizing them into narratives that feel more manageable. Deep sleep integrates physical repair, restoring tissues and strengthening the immune system. Nutrition influences the balance between these cycles. Too much sugar skews REM. Too little protein disrupts deep sleep. But when the body is nourished, the cycles unfold naturally. Mind and body repairing themselves in complementary rhythms. Imagine now the two halves of yourself, mind on one side, body on the other, slowly drifting closer. Thoughts soften, muscles loosen. Emotional weight lightens, breath deepens. A quiet harmony forms between these parts, creating a sense of wholeness, not perfection. Wholeness, a restoration of connection. As your awareness gently dims, this integration becomes complete. Mind and body, once moving at different speeds, now move together, slowly, softly, into the deeper layers of the night. The harmony between mind and body deepens, and beneath that harmony unfolds one of the most quietly powerful processes of the night, the gut's own symphony of rest. Even while your conscious mind floats in darkness, the digestive system continues its subtle work, repairing tissues, feeding microbes, sending signals to the brain, shaping emotions, and guiding the chemistry of sleep. Nutrition is its language. Breath is its rhythm. And tonight, both align to create a gentle flow within you. Take a slow, effortless inhale. Imagine the gut not as a static organ, but as a long, warm corridor lined with billions of microorganisms. During the day, digestion requires energy and attention. But at night, the gut shifts roles. From processing food to recalibrating itself, the microbiome reorganizes, removing old bacteria, encouraging new growth, and producing metabolites that influence serotonin, GABA, and even immune balance. Fiber and prebiotics you consumed earlier become nourishment for this subterranean ecosystem. Now breathe out softly. Picture butyrate, one of the short-chain fatty acids produced by gut bacteria when they digest fiber. It reduces inflammation across the body, strengthens the gut barrier, and sends calming signals to the brain. Polyphenols from fruits and vegetables fuel beneficial microbes, shaping how the gut communicates overnight. Even small nutritional choices, whole grains instead of refined carbohydrates, fermented foods instead of processed fats, change the tone of this nighttime symphony. Visualize the enteric nervous system, the second brain, as a soft network of neurons lining the gut. These neurons send messages to the brain through the vagus nerve, shaping emotional balance and sleep depth. When the gut is calm, the messages are soothing. Everything is steady. Everything is safe. Calcium, magnesium, and amino acids help regulate this network's activity. Inflammation, stress, or nutrient deficiency distorts it. Tonight, imagine that distortion dissolving. Take another gentle breath. The gut also repairs itself at night. Cells along the intestinal lining regenerate rapidly, supported by nutrients like zinc, vitamin A, glutamine, and omega-3. If these nutrients are present, the gut barrier strengthens. If not, tiny gaps can form, allowing inflammatory molecules to escape into the bloodstream. But tonight, picture the lining rebuilding itself smoothly, sealing, strengthening, becoming more resilient with each passing moment of rest. Hormones influence this process as well. Melatonin is produced not only in the pineal gland, but also in the gut, where it supports motility and reduces oxidative stress. When you eat balanced foods rich in tryptophan and B vitamins, this gut-derived melatonin strengthens the rhythm of nighttime restoration. As your breath continues its soft fall and rise, imagine the gut symphony flowing upward, calming inflammation, supporting neurotransmitters, guiding emotional steadiness, and creating the chemistry of deep sleep. It is subtle, it is continuous, and it holds you gently as you drift deeper into the night. From the quiet symphony of the gut, your awareness drifts upward, returning to the interconnected systems that guide your healing. There is a loop within you: memory, immunity, rest, cycling continuously, each one shaping and strengthening the others. Nutrition supports this loop. Sleep consolidates it. And tonight, as you sink even further into softness, the loop becomes a gentle motion, guiding your inner world. Take a slow inhale. Memory depends on sleep, and sleep depends on immune balance. When inflammation is high, sleep becomes shallow, dreams become restless, and memory consolidation falters. But when anti-inflammatory nutrients flow, omega-3s smoothing immune signals, polyphenols calming oxidative stress, fiber strengthening gut resilience, the immune system shifts into balance. Cytokines fall. Microglia soften. The hippocampus begins organizing memories without interruption. Now breathe out softly. Sleep supports immunity as well. During the night, your immune system releases cytokines that help regulate inflammation. Balanced meals shape this release. Antioxidants reduce the oxidative load. Healthy fats stabilize immune membranes. Vitamins like C, D, and E support cellular repair. Even minerals, iron, zinc, selenium, play roles in immune function. Each nutrient helps maintain a rhythm where immunity supports sleep and sleep supports immunity. Picture memories drifting through this loop, a mixture of emotional impressions, sensory details, and learned information. During deep sleep, the brain stabilizes these memories. During REM sleep, it softens emotional edges and integrates meaning. The immune system monitors every step, clearing debris, removing damaged proteins, and reducing inflammation that could disrupt neural clarity. Nutrition influences this entire interplay. Take another gentle breath. When glucose is stable, the brain receives the fuel it needs to maintain memory circuits through the night. When amino acids are available, neurotransmitters remain balanced. When antioxidant levels are high, Oxidative stress does not interfere with neural signaling. All of this creates an inner environment where memory, immunity, and rest loop into one continuous quiet process. Visualize the loop as a soft, glowing circle within your mind, 3 parts seamlessly blending into one whole. As the circle turns, your immune system calms, your memories settle, your nervous system rests, inflammation lowers, emotional weight dissolves, neural circuits strengthen. The body reinforces everything it learned today and prepares gently for tomorrow. As your breath slows once more, this endless loop becomes the quiet rhythm guiding you deeper. Deeper into ease, deeper into healing, deeper into the quiet night that surrounds you. The loop of memory, immunity, and rest continues turning beneath your awareness, and from its center rises one of the most extraordinary processes your body performs at night, the glymphatic tide. This is the brain's own cleansing system, a slow rhythmic flow of cerebrospinal fluid that clears toxins, metabolic waste, and leftover fragments of neural activity. It functions almost entirely while you sleep. And tonight, as your breath softens into a deep, steady drift, this tide begins to rise. Take a calm inhale. Picture the glymphatic system as a network of delicate channels weaving between your neurons. During the day, these channels are narrow, partially compressed by the energy of wakefulness, but at night, guided by melatonin, reduced neuronal firing, and a soft shift in cellular volume, they widen. Cerebrospinal fluid begins moving through them like a gentle ocean current. This current washes over synapses, dissolving waste, sweeping away amyloid proteins, carrying metabolic debris toward the lymphatic vessels lining the skull. Now, breathe out softly. Nutrition shapes this tide long before sleep begins. Omega-3 fatty acids strengthen the membranes that guide cerebrospinal flow. Hydration ensures the fluid has enough volume to circulate. Antioxidants reduce oxidative stress, so debris is easier to remove. Even sleep position matters. Lying on your side allows the glymphatic tide to flow more freely. Tonight, imagine this tide moving smoothly. Each wave a soft pulse carrying clarity into the deeper layers of your mind. Picture astrocytes, the glial cells that regulate the glymphatic pathways, glowing faintly around these channels. Their small, star-shaped arms gently guide the flow, expanding the spaces between neurons to allow cleansing to occur. Astrocytes depend on nutrients too. Magnesium supports their electrical stability. Iron fuels their metabolic needs. Polyphenols protect them from oxidative stress. Well-nourished astrocytes perform their nighttime duties with grace. Take another slow breath. This cleansing process is not rushed. It follows the slow rhythm of your sleep cycles. During deep sleep, the tide becomes stronger, its currents flowing deeper into the brainstem, the hippocampus, the prefrontal cortex. During lighter stages, the tide retreats slightly, preparing for the next wave. Inflammation can disrupt this balance, but omega-3, antioxidants, stable glucose, and steady micronutrients restore it, keeping the brain's internal ocean calm and clean. The glymphatic system is essential for long-term brain health. Without it, metabolic waste accumulates, neurons become sluggish, and cognitive clarity fades. But tonight, imagine waste dissolving, debris being swept away, microglia receiving fewer distress signals. Your brain is being cleansed gently, layer by layer, moment by moment. As your breath settles again, the tide continues its slow work, clearing pathways for tomorrow's thoughts, tomorrow's memories, tomorrow's ease. This is the quiet renewal your brain performs each night, nourished by your choices, supported by your rest, shaped by your breath. The glymphatic tide withdraws into the depths of your mind, leaving behind a landscape of clarity, softness, and quiet. Now, at the edge of this long journey, 40 chapters of healing, nourishment, chemistry, and calm, you stand at the threshold of total rest. Your breath moves like a slow tide. Your neurons glow with quiet energy. Every system inside you has shifted into harmony. Tonight, you descend into the deepest layer of stillness your body can offer. Take a gentle inhale. Imagine your entire brain dimming its activity, not shutting down, but settling into a serene hum. Neurons fire more slowly. Synapses soften. Neurotransmitter waves spread like ripples across a calm lake. The emotional centers release their hold. The prefrontal cortex, that constant thinker, loosens its grip. Nutrition has shaped this moment. Balanced glucose, steady amino acids, calm neurotransmitters, nourished cells all contribute to this descent. Now breathe out softly. Your body grows heavier, sinking into the surface beneath you. Muscles release their final tension. The heart beats with the calm rhythm of deep parasympathetic activation. Blood flows smoothly, carrying nutrients toward cells that continue their quiet repair. Hormones settle into balance. Cortisol falls. Melatonin holds steady. Serotonin recedes into darkness. Every part of your physiology is aligned toward rest. Visualize the final transition into sleep as a doorway, wide, soft, illuminated by a faint blue glow. On the other side lies the deepest layer of healing. Slow wave sleep, REM cycles, immune calibration, memory integration, emotional softening. This doorway does not require effort. It opens naturally when the body feels safe, nourished, and ready. Tonight, everything inside you is aligned for that step. Take another slow breath. The edges of your awareness blur. Time stretches. Thoughts dissolve into fragments. Inner noise fades into a gentle hum. Nutrition has built the foundation. Sleep is the architecture that rises from it. Inside you, systems synchronize. Heart with breath, gut with brain, neurons with hormones, feelings with memories. Now imagine drifting downward, not falling, not sinking, but gently floating into a deeper pool of stillness. Each breath carries you lower. Each heartbeat softens the path. Each nutrient supports the descent. As the last threads of awareness unwind, your inner landscape becomes vast, quiet, and healing. The work of the night begins. Cleansing, repairing, restoring, weaving, soothing. You are entering a place where your body heals itself, where your brain resets, where your emotions become lighter, where your cells renew. You are safe now. You are whole. You are drifting into restorative stillness. And the night holds you gently as you fall into deep, replenishing sleep.